Now we know he's released a statement relating to the fatalities at the Driefontein Sibanye mine. Mineral Resources Minister currently will meet Kathu community members in the Northern Cape to discuss and incorporate their views and suggestions on the pending mining charter. So that's also on the agenda of Gwede Mantashe, our new Mineral Resources Minister. The Northern Cape is the fourth province to be consulted since the first consultations in April. Our reporter Reginald Witboy is at the engagement in Kathu. He joins us live. Reginald, what can you tell us?
Hi, good afternoon to you, Francis. We are coming to you from Kathu, and we know that the mining sector is the biggest contributor to the provincial GDP. Now, the minister is here today to engage with community members on the review of the mining charter. We also know that the Chamber of Mines brought an application for the mining charter to be put on a judicial review, and that application was supposed to be heard in the North Gauteng High Court in February this year. And we know that didn't happen because President Cyril Ramaphosa intervened, saying that there can be a solution to iron the problem out. So it was put on hold, and the Chamber of Mines welcomed that decision, and it was back to the drawing board then for the Department of Mineral Resources. And one of those decisions that was taken was for community members to give their input into the matter. So that is why the minister is here today, and the session itself is a closed session. The minister will address the media after the engagement with the community. They've indicated to us that we are going to speak to the minister, and right now I can actually tell you that the minister is making his way to us now. I'm also going to ask him about the incident that happened at Sibanye mine.
Talk about the fact that he has released a statement regarding the Sibanye mine.
We're just waiting. Yes. He released a statement saying that he's sending his condolences to the affected families. We are now joined by the minister himself. Good afternoon to you, Minister. Before we get to the business of the day, a tragic event happened at Sibanye mine. What does your department have to say about this, and what safety measures can be taken to prevent incidents like these?
Our inspectorate, quite a sizable team, is in Driefontein now. I will be joining them this evening at about 7 because these incidents do happen in mining. And what we should do is to examine the circumstances under which they happened. For example, seismicity in deep gold mining is a big problem, but it is mitigated by good support system. If we don't have good support system, seismicity does kill people. But it's an issue that is belonging to the inquiry and the discussion with the company itself.
And then also, Minister, settlement agreement. There's a settlement agreement for mine workers who contracted silicosis and tuberculosis. What do you have to say about this, and do you think this agreement will be successful?
No, the reality of mining is that it is difficult, dirty, dangerous, and diseased. Now, this agreement is a typical example of what we should do to deal with a situation that is part of mining. And my own view is that it's a good beginning. We can improve on it on an ongoing basis. That's what we should be doing.
And then also, Minister, if you can speak into the engagement with communities on the mining charter.
There's quite a lot that needs to be done. Communities think that we should go and hold imbizos to draft a charter. We say to them, no, there are two phases. The first phase is to send representatives with structured input into the charter. That is the phase we're in. Once we were through with that, then we'll have these individuals everywhere talking to communities. But people who must come here must have a mandate of their communities and be able to report back to their communities. It's the most working formula. It's used everywhere. That's why when there's an issue in a mine, not the whole workforce go and meet the general manager. It is a team of shop stewards who are mandated, who go and meet the general manager, report back, come back, and we are expecting people who come to these meetings to come to these meetings, make their input, take the discussion here, report back to their committees, come back all the time. And if we can perfect that system, it will be the most effective system.
And then lastly, Minister, do we have any idea when the mining charter will be finalized?
We'll finalize. We are aiming end of May. That is where the 3 months ends. We're aiming there. We still have that target. But it depends on how far we go. We're still left now with the Northwest and the Free State. And we have not gone to the Eastern Cape as a labor sending community. So we're there. We're getting there.
Thank you very much, Minister. Well, that was Minister of Mineral Resources, Minister Gwede Mantashe, speaking into the incident that happened at Sibanye mine at Driefontein. We know that the minister is making his way there, also speaking into the engagement with communities on the mining charter, Francis.
Thank you very much, Reginald. Speaking to the mining minister, who is going to make his way, we understand, to that mine a little later.